As we move right along with the program, we'll now call on Ms. Janila Joseph, one of our youth, as she introduced our guest speaker, Judge Morris, Ernest Morris, Ernie Morris. Ernie, I could take liberty tonight, okay? This afternoon. Janila?
Ernest E. Morris Jr. studied at Yale University, where he earned 2 Bachelor of Arts degrees in Political Science and Spanish in 2000. He completed his education at Howard University School of Law, where he earned a Juris Doctor degree in 2005. Upon completion of law school, Ernest returned home to the Virgin Islands, where he worked as a judicial law clerk at the Superior Court of the Virgin Islands and was sworn in as a member of the Virgin Islands Bar Association in June of 2006. Attorney Morris then worked as an appellate law clerk at the Supreme Court of the Virgin Islands, assistant territorial public defender, assistant legal counsel at the legislature of the Virgin Islands, corporate counsel for the innovative Via family of companies, manager of the Morris Legal Group, and chief legal counsel of the legislature of the Virgin Islands, before being appointed magistrate judge of the Superior Court of the Virgin Islands in 2019. He was recently reappointed to his second 4-year term as magistrate judge. In his capacity as a magistrate judge, he presides over preliminary criminal matters, misdemeanor criminal matters, eviction matters, small claims matters, domestic violence matters, stalking and harassment matters, traffic matters, marriages and probate matters. Magistrate Judge Morris is currently enrolled in the Master of Judicial Studies program at the University of Nevada and is on track to complete the master's program this spring.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker.
Now present to you Ernest E. Morris Jr.
Good afternoon. I think Monica left some jokes up here for me. Let me start by thanking Monica and those who invited me to speak this afternoon. And let me also thank Monica for her advice, because now the next time when my mother loses her hearing aid, I'll know where to tell her to look first. I had no idea what I was going to say to you all this afternoon. And a few thoughts came to mind. The first thought was, well, these church people smart. They wait till after they sell me the ticket to the luncheon to invite me to speak. But in any case, I came across a short story about Billy Graham that I will share this afternoon, and that will be, I figured, it encapsulated what I was thinking about today's event, commemorate the past, inspire the future, as you guys are honoring people who have done excellent service to the church and the community. When Billy Graham was 92 years old, he was struggling with Parkinson's disease. In January, a month before his 93rd birthday, leaders in Charlotte, North Carolina invited their favorite son, Billy Graham, to a luncheon in his honor. Billy initially hesitated to accept the invitation because of his struggles with Parkinson's disease. But the Charlotte leaders said, "We don't expect a major address. Just come and let us honor you. So he agreed. After wonderful things were said about him, Dr. Graham stepped up to the podium, looked at the crowd, and said, I'm reminded today of Albert Einstein, the great physicist who this month has been honored by Time magazine as the man of the century. Einstein was traveling from Princeton on a train when the conductor came down the aisle, punching the tickets of every passenger. When he came to Einstein, Einstein reached in his vest pocket. He couldn't find his ticket. So he reached in his trouser pockets. It wasn't there. He looked in his briefcase, and he still couldn't find it. Then he looked in the seat beside him. It wasn't there. The conductor said, Dr. Einstein, I know who you are. We all know who you are. I'm sure you bought a ticket. Don't worry about it. Einstein nodded appreciatively. The conductor continued down the aisle punching tickets. As he was ready to move on to the next car, he turned around and saw the great physicist down on his hands and knees, looking under his seat for the ticket. The conductor rushed back and said, Dr. Einstein, don't worry. I know who you are. It's no problem. You don't need a ticket. I'm sure you bought one. Einstein looked at him and said, young man, I too know who I am. What I don't know is where I'm going. Having said that, Billy Graham continued, you see the suit I'm wearing today? It's a brand new suit. My children and my grandchildren are telling me I've gotten a little slovenly in my old age. I used to be a bit more fastidious. So I went out and bought this new suit for this luncheon and one more occasion. You know what that occasion is? This is the suit in which I'll be buried, he said. But when you hear I'm dead, I don't want you to immediately remember the suit that I'm wearing. I want you to remember this. I not only know who I am, I also know where I'm going. As we honor these stalwarts of the church today, let's be inspired to work as they have for the church and for our community. Let us heed God's call when he calls us to do his work. The next time you feel like God can't use you, just remember, Noah was a drunk. Abraham was too old. Isaac was a daydreamer. Jacob was a liar. Moses had a stutter. Gideon was afraid. Samson was a womanizer. Jeremiah and Timothy were too young. David had an affair, and he was a murderer. Elijah was suicidal. Isaiah preached naked. Jonah ran from God. Job went bankrupt. Peter denied Christ. Zacchaeus was too small. Timothy had an ulcer. Lazarus was dead. First Peter chapter 4 tells us that each has received a gift. Use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. May your troubles be less, your blessings more, and may nothing but happiness come through your door. Life without God is like an unsharpened pencil. It has no point. May each of us have lived our lives so that when our ticket is punched, we don't have to worry about where we're going. All right, Monica, we ready for more jokes?
to commemorate my past, right? And Panam, and Biwi, Caribbean. I remember them airlines. Well, and this is my grip on my beliefs, right? Ain't like them young people now. Well, later I'm going to show you how the young people dress. But when you're coming from England or States, not saying kids, this is how you dress. However, it was brought to my attention that I did not introduce the head table. So I will take this opportunity to do that right now. On my left, which he has gotten up and gone over there, is Judge Morris. Ernest for you, Ernie for me. Ernest Morris. Look, I ever see a judge dance quadrille? This judge, some part of the quadrille goes so. He doing so, and the next thing you know, Ann Kelsick is following him with this so. But Judge, thank you. We have Mr. Powell. This is Sandra Powell George. This is her brother. Her sister is gone from this chair. This is Claudette Greenwich. Alex Joseph is Nazir's mom. So this is Alex and this is Nazir. And here we have the First Lady of St. Peter, Lady Di. Right? Lady Di. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have this priest, this police-made priest from St. Kitts, that when he come to preach, he said, my granny always tell me. His granny always tell he some too. And he remember everything his granny told him. So, this is Father Granny. And he like to tell you, I ain't gonna lie, if I know why me, tell me let me pack my Georgie bundle and go. But, he no really want to go no way. Right? All right, a true for true. All right, so, Reverend Father Alric H. Francis, Senior Priest in charge of St. Peter, Rector. Oh, he look at Rector. I mean, I had the suppository me. Rector of St. Peter, and assisting ING priest at St. John. All right, and assisting down the road. Down the road. Let me hear y'all clap down the road. The Lutherans, they're raising their hands. So thank you, guys. Thank you for accepting. Thank you. And, oh, Bernard is going to kill me. I shouldn't say thank you. I should just say one thank you. Sorry. Now. How about some raffles? Y'all got tickets and so on, and we have a whole bunch of stuff that we should be raffling. Where's the bottle? Nice prizes too, you know. Nice prizes. Fly the whales. Yeah. Round trip ticket to St. Thomas. Oh, Caravel. Caravel even gave us 2 nights. Y'all could even get gas. $20 gas. Just go with your tank half. The 20 will finish filling it up. No. You have dinner for 2 at Duggan's Reef, Bombay. Oh, and the best gift of all, man, I hope one of us win it. Yeah, I really do. Oh, yeah. And so Miss Monique is coming with the jar. Oh, she's going to win them all. And so we asked a young person, the youngest person here, or young lady. Can you send that young lady, please? Right next to you. Yes, come, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Go to that lady right there. Get your tickets out. Look at your tickets, please. Okay, so in essence of time, I'll call the last three numbers. So the person that has 0, 9, 5. Zero, 9, 5. That's going twice. Ain't no rollover. You have to be present to win. 0, 9. Bernard, ain't you? Oh, coming? Did I hear coming? What are you raffling for? Pick up another guest. All right, Miss Claudette. 095. All right, here you go, ma'am. You've just gotten yourself a $20 coupon for gas. Thank you. All right. Give me another one. Here. Pull another one, sweetie. And the number is 239. 239. Going twice. 239. Okay, here we go. We have a winner. Maureen. Yes, you're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Now we are going to raffle jewelry from Johnny's Jewelry. So, let's go. Come, sweetie. I don't know what more. I want to shake. This is heavy now. 088. Going once. 088. Going twice. Okay. Now this is a prize from Duggan's. You know the restaurant up there, all the way up east? That one. That one. So darling, please pull my number. Yes, it does. Uh-huh. All right, hon. Yeah. And so the number is 0. 9, 7, 097. And And one more before we continue. One more before we continue. Let me compare hers first because she could see very well. Okay, good. All right. The next one is 2, 7, 4. 2, 7, 4. Going twice. That's Grandma. But you can't do that.
She's telling them good.
You're welcome. All right, folks, so moving right along. Reflection of St. John's Church, Stalwarts, and Centenarian. We'll now call on Mrs. Edna May Belado. You may rise. And we call on Miss Lenore Finch as she reads her bio. And I can bring the microphone to you if you would like, or you can come here.
Edna May Cuff Bellardo was baptized and received, the sacrament of Holy Confirmation at St. John's Episcopal Church. Over the years, Edna May has served St. John's Church as Sunday school teacher, organist, and also assisted her cousin, Shirley Steele, deceased, with various duties in the church. Miss Heidi Ringer, who was the organist at St. John's Church, was Edna May's piano teacher. She also taught her to play the pipe organ at St. John's Church. When the new organ arrived, Edna May substituted for the organist on many occasions. Choir practice on Friday nights was very important because Mrs. Elena Christian, deceased, who was a member of the choir, was always there to make sure everything was done in an orderly manner. Congratulations to all the honorees who have been recognized for their outstanding work at St. John's Church. With God's blessings, let us all look forward to a future of continued success. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, so you need to get it. All right, we have awards, we have gifts, fruit baskets, and everything that we know Stalwarts will be enjoyed. But I forget the awards, so Monique went to get it. All right, the next one is Mrs. Melba Biggs. Melba will be introduced by her son, Mark.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity. those of you who know me know that I'm really not a public speaker, but it is indeed a sincere privilege and pleasure to read my mother's bio concerning St. John's Church. And, you know, we're all gathered here 263 years. That is commendable and should not be taken lightly. That church that we visit, and I say we because I do attend time to time, plan to improve on that now that Father Francis there with us. But honestly, 263 years, that church has been standing. And we are members of that congregation. And it, again, is my privilege and pleasure to speak about my mom and the church. For longer than she can remember or personally attest to, St. John's Church has served as a pillar of faith, hope, peace, and inspiration to her family. Her parents and their parents before them worshiped at St. John's. Her siblings, all older than she, and she also has found St. John's to be her refuge. The church has served as her personal sanctuary. She received 3 sacraments of the Episcopal Church at St. John's. She was baptized, confirmed, and married there. She fondly remembers the days as a Sunday school student, then later serving as the Sunday school teacher, and now voluntarily assists with the office and accounting duties of the church's finance committee, and is always happy to participate in the varied church activities and events. Thanks to St. John and the long list of inspiring parishioners that have called the church their own, her spiritual life is one of full and complete faith, as well as contentment in the belief that Jesus is with us at all times. No matter how difficult and or challenging things may appear to be, steadfastly believing in Jesus, her faith remains strong. Stop crying, mommy. So as we celebrate the 263rd, 263 years anniversary of St. John's Church, we are aware that over those years, the church has repeatedly demonstrated its resilience despite many challenges, including fires, hurricanes, lightning strikes, and even the pigeons. Truly, our God answers prayers. And as the Bible tells us, we collectively are the church. She remains confident that St. John's will always serve as a beacon of grace, guidance, and solace for the entire St. Croix community. And I can tell you she's very happy that Father Francis found his way to our doors. And that means a lot to me, Father Francis, so thank you. She wanted to close with 2 reminders from her Savior's teachings. These are the ones that are being read in the Bible. Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am among them. And he's here. I know you guys can feel him this afternoon, right? And I don't mean from the bar. And the other is John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. So congratulations to the honorees. Congratulations to the other stalwarts. We got another 263 years to go. And I'm confident with Mr. Joseph coming up, we're gonna reach that goal. Congrats. Melba.
The next stalwart to be recognized is Miss Irene Canigata. Irene Canigata. Karen?
Good afternoon. And my sister's name is Irene Canigata.
Irene Canigata.
Irene Canigata, affectionately known as Rini, was born on St. Croix to J. Cedric and Lois Messer Canigata. She comes from a long line of St. John's Anglican Church members. She was baptized and confirmed in St. John's Church and was very fortunate to have Father Hubert M. Piggott, rector of St. John's, serving 1916 through 1953, as her godfather. Rini attended St. Mary's Catholic School from kindergarten through 12th grade. Upon graduation, she attended Catholic University of Puerto Rico for 2 years before transferring to American International College in Springfield, Massachusetts. She worked at Milton Bradley Company in Massachusetts before returning to her beloved island of St. Croix in 1967. She then went on to work with the Department of Health, where she eventually retired as a program administrator after 33 years of service. Ms. Canigata owes her faithful service to members of her family who have served continuously for generations. Her grandfather, Wilfred Messer, was an outstanding choir member whose voice boomed throughout the church each week. She continues to worship at St. John's and offers sincere congratulations to the church and to the honorees as we celebrate 263rd year of rededication. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Irene Canigata. Thank you, Karen. Mrs. Anna James is unable to be here, so we ask Miss Ruthlyn Matthew, Glendina Matthew, she'll be presenting.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the honorees, the stalwarts, the Centenarians, all those who are here worshiping with us. I have to say worshiping because it feels like that, a gathering. It is with great pleasure that I introduce one of our stalwarts, Miss Anna Merle Christensen James. Miss James has been a member of St. John's Episcopal Anglican Church from the time of her baptism and confirmation. She has been a member of various organizations to include Episcopal Church Women and Daughters of the King. Before health challenges, Ms. James also volunteered to work in the church office where she shared the responsibility of recording the tithes offered by congregation and serving as substitute secretary whenever necessary. Volunteering was a way for her to remain connected to her community and church. Miss James enjoyed the Word of God, which is noted by the many scriptures posted throughout her home. Miss James' faith in God is unwavering. She has overcome many challenges, but each has prefaced and commenced that with prayer. Miss James graduated from Christiansted High School, class of 1953. Before retiring from the Virgin Islands government, she served as an administrative secretary with the Department of Health and the Department of Licensing and Consumer Affairs. In addition, Ms. James worked in the airline industry for Carib Air for a number of years. Ms. James is the mother of 4 children, Michael, who's deceased, Anthony, Rudine, who's deceased, and Esther. She has been blessed with grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. Ms. James' kindness and positive nature serves as a beacon and inspiration to many. She's a true believer in Christ, and she wants to say honor and glory to God for her blessings. Thank you.
And so Mrs. Ruthlyn Matthew will accept her award. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Now we present Mr. Calvin Lang, and he'll be presented by Miss the only Monique Mota.
Thank you, Monica. Calvin Lang was born on April 19, 1933. He was baptized, confirmed at the St. John's Anglican Church. He has been an active member of St. John's for 90 years. During this time, Mr. Lang has served for many years on the vestry, delegate to convention, as well as member of the senior choir. He's a graduate of the Christiansted High School class of 1951. After serving 2 years in the Army, Mr. Lang came home and served our community for 25 years with the Virgin Islands Police Department, where he retired with the rank of police captain. From that service, he went on to work part-time for 16 years with the U.S. Customs Service. He now enjoys retirement while continuing his worship in person with us at St. John's. Mr. Lang, we thank you and honor you for 90 years of faithful service. Congratulations.
Mr. Lang, remember me in the choir? You remember? Oh, so tell them that I've been in the choir a long time. Thank all of you for your service. Now we present Mrs. Shirley O'Reilly. Shirley will be presented by Michelle and Cheryl. Michelle and Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl will do it. Okay, Cheryl. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. My mama. Shirley Eva Moorhead O'Reilly was born on the beautiful island of St. Croix on March 26, 1935, to Emma Hansen and Alfred Moorhead. She attended the Christiansted Grammar School and completed her education at the Christiansted High School. You young folks don't know what those places are. Shirley started working right out of school at the age of 17. Her first job was a secretary for Almeric Christian when he was an attorney. She then entered the government with Department of Finance as a clerk typist 1. She eventually left the government and went to work at Crawford's Travel as a clerk typist 1 for a time. Crawford's Travel, for you young people, you used to have to go to a travel agency in order to make reservations, and now you go online. She eventually returned to government, landing a job at Housing and Urban Renewal, now known as the Department of Sports, Parks, and Recreations, as an administrative secretary 1 in the commissioner's office. She retired after 30 years of faithful service. Shirley grew up in the Anglican Church, where she was baptized and confirmed. She also sang in the choir for about 20 years. I remember my mom saying that she always loved to go to church. She would go to church all the time. And she loved singing in the choir, but then she got Michelle and myself, and yeah, that was the end of that career. But she still enjoys singing to this day. And I don't think I've ever told her, but I love to hear her sing. I love her voice. And I always wish I had her voice, but yeah, I ain't gonna sing for y'all. Shirley has been blessed to enjoy her retirement. My mom has been retired since 1992. And in this day and age, many people don't get to enjoy their retirement. So my mother has been enjoying her retirement since 1992. And I'm hoping I could do that too. I'm hoping. I got 2 more years in government. Shirley would like to thank the committee for selecting her as one of those to be honored at St. John's Anglican Church 263rd anniversary. And I'm hoping with God's love that we'll be here again in another 5 years so you can honor her again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Shirley O'Reilly. Mr. Merrill Walcott, he will be presented by Monique Mota.
Leland Merrill Walcott. It is with a sense of humility and great pride that Mr. Leland Merrill Walcott accepts the acknowledgement of one of this year's stalwart honorees. He was baptized and confirmed at St. John's Episcopal Church, which has always led a significant and pivotal role in the Christian and religious aspect of St. Croix. In his childhood days, he was enrolled as an acolyte in St. John's, following the traditional part that most male confirmants adhere to. In his mature years, he served as a member of the vestry, including a few years as senior warden. He was also a member of the men's chorale, which he fondly enjoyed. He expresses his thanks to the Lord Almighty for allowing him to serve within the various capacities. Mr. Leland Merrill Walcott has been an outstanding and contributing member of the St. John's Episcopal Church since his baptism on June 1945. Mr. Walcott, we thank you for 78 years of devout service. Congratulations.
Mr. Walcott sang bass with the men's chorale. Okay? Mrs. Ada Williams, she is not present today. However, Miss Sean Miller will present.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Miss A. Williams could not be here in person with us today. However, she sends her congratulations and best wishes to St. John's Church on our 263rd anniversary of the Feast of Dedication. To God be the glory as we commemorate the past and inspire the future. Ms. Williams states that she humbly accepts this acknowledgement as a faithful stalwart of St. John's Episcopal Church. Ada Williams was born in Christiansted, St. Croix on February 7, 1934, baptized on March 9, 1934, and married on September 5, 1953 at St. John's Episcopal Church. In this church, Miss Williams sang alto in the church choir when the choir was seated upstairs in the church in what was then referred to as the choir loft. She notes that many things have changed since those days, as the choir now sits in the front seat of the church while the organ console remains upstairs. Once very active in the church, Miss Williams served as a member of the vestry, delegate to the diocesan convention, and assisted in organizing the church's office. Miss Williams is a member of the Children of Mary and the Episcopal Church Women. She remains faithful to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who has brought her thus far by faith, promising never to leave her. Lastly, a quote by Chris Bowater: "Fill this place, Lord, with your glory. At the gathering of your own, we exalt you, we adore you. Thankful hearts now join as one."
And so Ada's great grandson will be accepting the awards. Last but not least, Mr. Norman Williams. He will be presented by his niece, Patricia Brown. Wait a minute. So, Derek is the niece? Oh, I'm just saying what I was told.
As you can see, there's a lot of last-minute changes. Norman Williams Sr. was born on the island of St. Croix. He was baptized in St. John's Episcopal Church and has been an active member of the church ever since. He is married to Jacqueline Williams for 60-plus years. Together, they have 5 children. After graduation from high school, he attended trade school in New York, where he earned his degree in plumbing trade. He returned to St. Croix and worked at the Department of Public Works and Planning and Natural Resources as a plumbing inspector. His passion has always been plumbing and mentoring youth, ages 8 to 18 in sports, but mainly baseball, his true passion. During the 1970s, the Anglican school even served, last minute thing, no glasses, I can't. Even served as the headquarters. Even served as the headquarters for the Reds Youth Club. Many of the club's activities, such as fundraisers, award dinners, and children parent meetings, were hosted at the church. Presently, Norman is enjoying retirement peacefully at home and with his wife and family. he would say if he had the opportunity to do it all over again, he would do it no other way.
Thank you, niece. Now, Miss Patricia Brown would accept. Oh. And finally, Centenarian, who could not be here with us today, but she's here in spirit. Mrs. Lucynthia Marshall. She'll be presented at this time by Mrs. Ruthlyn Matthew. 100 years is a lot of years, you know. Yes? And she's alive and kicking. Right, Father Francis? Yes, see, Father Francis says she kicking, so she kicking.
Lucynthia Marshall was born in Wilson, North Carolina, USA. God blesses her to celebrate her 100th birthday on December 11th, 2022. She was raised by her grandmother in North Carolina. Mrs. Maria Lucas, a neighbor who is also a teacher, became her godmother when she was baptized and confirmed. Her godmother carried her every Sunday to St. Mark's Episcopal Church and Sunday school. Mrs. Marshall studied at St. Augustine College, Raleigh, North Carolina, in 1942, and received a Bachelor of Art degree. While going to college, she met a pre-med student, Bradford Marshall from New York, and was engaged. She got married in February 1945. From that union, they were blessed with 2 children, a daughter, Brenda, and a son, Bradford Jr. After graduation, she taught at North Carolina High School. She was employed in the U.S. War Department of Benefit Payment for U.S. soldiers and a social investigator in New York City welfare system. After invited to the Virgin Islands, she taught at Christiansted High School, which later becomes Elena L. Christian Junior High School, where she remained until retirement on January 1988. She enjoys keeping in touch with family and friends via birthday and greeting cards. She sent best wishes to St. John's Church on the 263rd Feast of Dedication, and congratulations to the rest of the honorees. Thank you.
Well, since Mrs. Matthew is here, Miss Matthew, just stay and collect her one time. Thank you very much. And you know, you've heard that Mrs. Marshall taught at the Elena Christian Junior High School, and Elena Christian's granddaughter, Donna, is in our midst this afternoon. Moving right along. Introduction of the honorees. Kizzy. I know how to pronounce the other name. Kizaria. Please come. Introduce your aunt. Sandra could not be here with us today, but her great niece will be making the presentation for her.
Sandra Power George was born in Brownhill, Nevis, in the parish of St. John's. She was baptized at the St. John's Anglican Church, better known as Fig Tree. Sandra graduated from Charlestown Secondary School in 1966. She migrated to St. Croix in 1967. Sandra has been employed at King Christian Hotel, the Old Garnet Construction Company in Gallows Bay, and various insurance companies. Her last place of employment was at Vitelco, now called Via, from which she retired in 1994. Mrs. George is the wife of late Police Captain Clifford George and the proud mother of two beautiful daughters, Adele George and Aurelia Hobson. Since coming to St. Croix, Sandra has been attending St. John's Episcopal Church in Christiansted. Even when she moved to Frederiksted, she has continued to worship at St. John's. Mrs. George feels that whatever she gives to her church is done in the gratitude to God for all his goodness towards her and her family. Through all her trials and tribulations, God has been by her side and has brought her through it all. She will continue to serve him and her church as long as life lasts.
Thank you. Ms. Powell, Jacinth Greenidge will be accepting on behalf of her sister. Would you like to say a few words in your sister's honor, please?
Good afternoon. I'm accepting this award and on behalf of my sister. You know, she has health challenges and she just had major surgery on Thursday. But thanks for your prayers and everything. She came through it well. And I hope she's listening now because I'm going to eat everything in her basket. She won't be back on time for me. And she hopefully wants to be home for Christmas, but we don't know. So that's not going to last that long. So we're going to enjoy it. And she said continued prayers for her. Thank you.
Sandra, we miss you and get well soon. Moving right along. Our next honoree, Master Nazir Joseph, and he will be presented by his mom, Alexandria Joseph.
Good afternoon. Nazir Anthony Joseph was born in St. Croix on May 1st, 2010, to Anthony Joseph Jr. and Alexandria Joseph. He's the youngest of two children and is spoiled and cherished by his big sister, Nyandra. Nazir is the grandson to the late Clarence Phillip, to Carmen Phillip, Anthony Joseph Sr. of Trinidad, and Grandma Ann Gloria Joseph of Florida. Nazir attends Church of God Holiness Academy, a school he started at the age of 4 and is now in his final year of junior high, the 8th grade. Nazir is academically talented and is recognized for his accomplishments throughout the years, which includes being valedictorian in 2021. Nazir is actively on Math Count. Before Thunderstorm, Tammy, he was doing football. He's now doing baseball. He also plays soccer when in season, and he's also on the Science Bowl. In addition to enjoying sports, Nazir enjoys gaming, board games, traveling, pranking his sister, hanging out with his friends in person and virtually. No privacy in our home or grandma's home. Kids everywhere. He also enjoys toying with melodies on his keyboard. Thank you, Monica. Nazir is very generous and lives deep in faith. He was baptized in St. John's Anglican Church and is presently in confirmation with our fellow honoree, Father Alric Francis, Sr. at St. Peter's Church. I won't say this part. Nazir will come up and congratulate everyone. He saves Bible verses on his phone screen. He wanted me to change the psalm. He would like me to say Micah chapter 7, verse 8. For though I fall, I will rise again. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light.
I extend my congratulations to my fellow honorees, and I give a heartfelt thank you to the congregation, his family, my family, and all of my guests for their support.
Thank you. Congratulations, and continue to strive and do well. Now, something funny here. But anyway, we'll continue. Strange moment around here. Anybody see Monica? Father Francis, you should be worried. I would be. No, Monica, right? Well, we have moving right along. Mr. Sean Baptiste, I see he's not here. Monica was supposed to be representing him. Monica Jacobs, Monique Jacobs. Moving right along. Our next honoree is the Reverend Father Alric H. Francis Sr. And presenting him will be his senior warden, Gloria Yusibi. Hope I said that right.
Good afternoon. I am going to be a little biased because I'm going to say you all leave the best for last. Because right now, we're on a war with St. John's because they're trying to steal our priests.
Not true. No, that is, I'm here to correct. You know.
See, this is the only way I could get them to agree with me. But we love each other. As a baptized and confirmed St. John person, I am very, very happy to introduce Reverend Father Alric H. Francis Sr. Father Francis, as he often likes to be called, is a proud native of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. A product of a single-parent home, he attended the Newton Ground Primary and the Sandy Point High Schools. He later attended the St. Kitts Technical College and immediately following joined the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, where he spent 15 years and 9 months achieving the rank of station sergeant. Father Ulrich was a baptized Methodist, but at an early age was drawn to the Anglican Communion because of the vestments worn by the clergy. In his early teens, he joined the Anglican Church and became an altar server, Sunday school superintendent at age 17, scout master, vestry member and lay reader at the age of 18, and a synod representative for several years. Despite his success as a police officer, his love for the ministry began at an early age when drawn to the vestments and never wavered. So much so that when he was denied promotion in 1998, he saw that as an indication that he should pursue studies for that purpose. He enrolled in Codrington College and the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill campus in 1998, and in 2002 he graduated with a bachelor's in theology with honors. Ordained deacon in 2002, he was assistant curate at St. George, St. Kitts until 2003, when he was ordained priest in September. In November of 2004, he was transferred to Nevis as priest in charge of the parishes of St. James and St. Thomas, before being appointed parish priest in 2007. He then served as the chairman of the Nevis Christian Council. In 2014, Father Ulrich Francis answered the call as priest in charge of St. Peter here on St. Croix. And in 2017, both the vestry and the congregation unanimously voted for and approved his appointment as rector. Father Ulrich operates his ministry on humility and patience, which motivates his actions as he serves the people of God and guides them as he continuously offers himself for service. He loves and cherishes order in the church, and that is a must. Church at St. Peter is orderly. It's no, I'm saying it's orderly at St. Peter. So you know at St. John's you got the same thing. It's orderly. Yes. Don't be bus. You know I like tobacco now. Father Francis operates his ministry, I'm going to repeat it, on humility and patience, which motivates his actions as he serves the people of God and guides them as he continuously offers himself for service. He loves and cherishes order in the church, especially during worship hours. Trained in liturgy, he takes pride in the ordering of service schedules and execution. Father Ulrich has been married to his love, G. Diane Gilly Francis, for 29 years, who has been a great support of his ministry. He has 4 children, including Arnell and Ulrich Jr., who have followed him as altar servers for years, and they are joined by his granddaughter, Sena. Father Ulrich is a workaholic, yes, giving himself to God's people in every way possible, as he is convinced that a call to ministry is a call to serve. Thank you for my priest. And he is a workaholic.
Father Francis, an honor so well deserved. And yes, he's assisting us, and we're grateful, and we sight so fit. Only out of respect for Father Francis, I won't answer. Father Francis, it's a joy to present you with this honor. So you have well served the families, the congregation, and the people of St. John's. I hope that you can pray and bless a congregation member that seems to need some help. Father Francis. Father Francis, can we have the honorees' response?
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I just indulge me, please. There's a story told about a minister who asks the congregation, all those who are ruled by a wife, to stand on one side, and those who make their own decision on another side. And I can't remember which side this man was at, and the minister asked him, how come you're on this side? Oh yeah, he would stand on this side and makes his own decision. How come you're over here? This is good. He's probably the only one who was over there. He turned to the minister and he said, my wife told me to stand over here. I was sitting comfortably there just now. And I got a dig in my side and said, you're supposed to stand up. Stand up. Some stand up. I don't have much to say. Most of you who know me know that I'm very long-winded, and you're going to be surprised, but not today at all. But if you know me well, you know exactly what I'm going to say now. I do not accept this as anything that I have done. Whatever I have done over the years, whatever I have done with St. John over the past 13 months, it is what we have done together. I am God's servant. I have been called to serve you, and that is what I will do. Whatever we achieve, whatever happens, is how we work together as we serve God and serve each other. May God continue to watch over all of us and prosper us as we give ourselves to Him. Thank you very much from the bottom of my wife's heart. I have to take a dig before I go, though. I have to take a little dig. Let me turn this way. If there is any effort to portray my grandmother, I leave it there.
But I ever noticed this priest, right? I ain't calling no name. Are you not Mr. Jefferson? Herman Hensley, when he walk in and he coat his chest push out, son, he just... Who that remind you all of? I am not calling any name. I could give the dick to Dick as today is my day. All right. Moving right along with some more raffles. Come on, children, come. We have a lot of stuff here to raffle. Let's go one time. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Come, sweetie. Come, come, come. Right here. It's right here. More gas, more gas. And I know you don't have gas because I just eat. Come on, let's go. Gas. Their number is 150. 150. Remember, got to be present to win. 150. Going once. 150. Going twice. Back here. All right, back here. Come up front here. Next. Come on, get your gas money. Let's go. Next. Hold another one, sweetie. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Thank you. Gas, gas. Plenty gas. Gas, gas, plenty gas. Let's go, shuffle good. Grandma says she wants to win. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, somebody back here. 1, 2, 3. All right. White. Switch. 1, 2, 3 coming. All right. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yes, go again. We got plenty of them. Plenty $20. I'm sorry, plenty $20 gas. $277. 277. $277. Going 3 times. That's 3. 277. Anybody? Yes? Ma'am? Congratulations, and you have on your orange, so that's good for you. Good. Tell them to the gas station you had on your orange and you win the gas. All right, so the next one is a pedicure from Lynn's Nails. Pedicure from Lynn's Nails. Y'all know they take a lot of begging, right? Yes. We went around and begged. Some say no, some say yes. 258. 258. Pedicure, 258. Coming? Did I hear coming? Oh, there she got it for her birthday. Okay, happy birthday. Today's her birthday, so actually she got that for her birthday. Yes, we know. Yes. She said she needed it too. All right. Now we have dinner for 2 at Bombay. Bombay. Oh, it's a gift certificate for $75. I'm sorry. All you have to do is take one sandwich. All right, the number is 206 206 206. Here. 206. There you go. All right. All right, hon. Thank you, love. Thank you. Anybody else? A young one? Karen, do not come up here. I said a young one. A young person, please. Yes, come. Come. We got 2 nights to Caravel still. We have Fly the Whale still. We have, oh, that's yours? Oh. Crucian Gold. So these are 178. 178. Right here.
Tell her that I sell all that tickets so the price is mine.
I was told that Monique said she sold you the tickets so the price is hers.
Anytime. We will share. We'll share.
I ain't going there with her.
We'll share money.
What is it? Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. All right, we have 2 more gas coupons. 2 more gas coupons. 242. 242. All right, 1 more gas coupon to go. And then we have our 3 major prizes, Crucian Gold, Fly the Whales, and 2 nights at the Caravel. Thank you. Next. 171. Oh.
You see, that's what you get for calling her name. You call her name. You call that.
Exactly. She called me. I know she called me. Thank you.
All right, folks, we have 3 grand prizes here. I'm going to hold the bags like these. I'm not saying which is which, but the next ticket come, the person will be able to pull one. We have Crucian Gold, 2 nights at Caravel, and 1 round trip ticket to St. Thomas. All I have to do is buy the other one. At Fly the Whales. All right? So, next. One 162. One 162 going twice. 162. Pick a bag. Not pick your head. Pick a bag.
Yeah. Thank you. Check and see what you got.
Can you know? Yes. Tell us.
You got what you wanted.
What I wanted.
Fly the whale.
All right, let's go. Yeah. So we had somebody from St. Paul that won, somebody from St. Peter that won. Anybody won from, oh yeah, one from St. John, yeah. So you see, we like to share. So we need Holy Cross, we need the Lutherans. 231.
The Lutheran one.
Oh, the Lutherans won. 231. Bernard, you check your ticket? 231. Mr. Walcott? What? Pick one. Okay. See what it is? What it is? No? Doggins. All right. He won the gift certificate from Doggins Reef. All right. Now, this is the grand prize, the 2 nights at the Caravel. If you don't want it, give it to me. I work hard. You see, everybody in here, and I know y'all enjoy this like I did. It's a lot of work. So if y'all didn't want it, y'all can always donate it. Okay? Not she. Uh-huh. 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 1. 1. Somebody finish it. So I guess that person isn't here. 1, 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. Carl, that's twice. You have to be present to win. Gloria, you want that? Who? Oh, your husband. 1, 1, 3. All right, congratulations to all of the winners. Thank you guys for participating. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go with one of the guests in my hand, I'm sorry. One more, sorry. That's called stealing.
They don't shake, they don't know everything.
One more guest, let's go. One more guest.
Oh boy.
1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. That's you were sleeping? Thank you all. And now we'll have some acknowledgments by the one and only, the one that talking like she can't talk, but when Lord she opens her mouth, you have to run. This lady here, Monique.
I know it's getting late, but before I start the acknowledgement, I got some good news that I know Monica would like to hear and share with you all. However, it's going to come in her email. So, I would like you to state your email address. Now you know where the earbuds are. Don't mind, I was quiet, you know. The hen was sitting on her eggs. I know that it's been a long afternoon, and I know some of you are really rushing to get out of here, but I'm going to tell you, we sinners, that place ain't going to close till 1 a.m. We sinners, that place ain't going to close till 1 a.m. So bear with me as I please go through my acknowledgement. Father Francis, I told you long ago I'm a sinner. And what did your response was? Huh? Jesus paid it all. Okay, getting right along with acknowledgments. First and foremost, the committee would like to extend a gracious thanks to God for his grace and mercies and for a lovely evening. It has not been, the planning has not been easy. We have been postponed, and I know we've been getting a lot of rhetoric, some positive, some negative, but nonetheless, I think we turned out with a very enjoyable afternoon. To our honorees, stalwarts, and centenarian of this festive luncheon, thank you for accepting this well-deserved recognition. To this event's diamond donors, James Memorial Funeral Home and Florist, Via, Tim Duncan, Joel and Jacqueline Holt, St. Croix Dental, the Buccaneer, John Canegata, Dr. Prasad, Lucinthia Marshall, Edna Mae Bellado, Jerry Weber Ferrante, Vivian Epperson Flood, Christian Gold, and Teddy Riches, and Shanika Charles, a heartfelt thank you for your generosity and support. Our gratitude and appreciation to our donors for today's raffle prizes. The Bombay, Caravel Hotel, Duggan's, Lynn Nails, Noah's Electronics. By the way, Monica, where'd Monica disappear? We had one more prize. We're gonna call that after. Noah's Electronics, Titan Service Station, Johnny's Jewelers, and Fly the Whale Airlines. That was a One Love Service Station. To our guest speaker, the Honorable Ernest E. Morris Jr., Magistrate Judge, thanks for the delivery of an inspiring and encouraging address. Thank you. Special thanks to Derek Joseph and Patricia Brown for your time and assistance with the completion of our 99-page commemorative booklet. Your efforts were beyond and above. Thanks a lot. I know it wasn't easy. Many thanks as well to all who assisted in the solicitation of ads for this booklet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're also grateful to EMJ Videograph for the streaming of today's live program, enabling all near and far to join in, especially our honoree and stalwarts and centenarian who was unable to attend. To our DJ, Hilberto Ayala, you're always willing to assist. Thank you. Much appreciation to Vivian Epperson Flood for the beautiful St. John's edible image cake. To Budget Car Rental, thanks for assisting with the shuttle service, and Derek Joseph for driving. Special recognition and thanks to Karen Gills and the staff of Divi Karina Bay for hosting this memorable and awesome event. To our St. John's family and the entire community, thank you for your overwhelming support and participation in making this luncheon a memorable success. At this time, I'll ask my fellow fundraising committee members in attendance to please stand. Ray Armstrong and Bernard Liebert, if you're watching, thank you all for a job well done. Karen Gills, are you available? Divi Karina? I guess Monica will have to catch them. Okay, to conclude, moving right along, the committee would like to recognize the hard work of two very dedicated and committed individuals among us. Miss Ruthlyn Matthew, would you please come forward? I don't think there's anyone else with that name. Miss Matthew has been the senior warden at St. John's from January of this year. Miss Matthews, you have worked tirelessly and diligently for the betterment of St. John's Church. Please accept these flowers as a small token of our appreciation and love. Your efforts has not gone unnoticed. Thank you for all you do. Now, if I give her the mic, she would say, I'm a hard one to deal with. We argue, fuss, and fight all day. And to the high-spirited, energized Monica Jacobs. The success of this luncheon is a testament to your enthusiasm, ambitious, and steadfast commitment to St.
I cannot let this pass without asking you all to stand with me and give Monica a rousing rouse of applause. Please.
We can stop now. And we like to honor Miss Monique Mutter for her hard work. No, for your hard work and everything you do, pushing us, loving us, and with that mouthpiece. Whoa! You can't get away from it.
Thank you so much. This has truly been a big surprise because I called Janet today and I said, Janet, what about the flowers? Oh, you deal with it when we reach up there. I hung up the phone and I said, I can't tell you what I said. I'll say it another way. I just said, you know, when I see her up there, I'm just going to pass that lady. I said, I'm going to pass her by. But I'm really, really shocked, stunned. I know I'm not easy to deal with. I'm a stickler for detail. And like they said, I have a mouth. But moving right along, Monica, I called for the supervisor from DV to come forward. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for supporting us, for coming out. It's not been easy. We're really trying to get St. John's back up. We have started the ignition to our key, have it going, and I don't think it's not turning now. And yes, to answer the call, if we could steal Father Francis, we would. However, we want to applaud your vestry and your congregation for allowing him to assist us, and I said assist. And we are truly grateful. And that's why we decided that, you know, if anybody needed to be honored today, it's him. And we're gracious to his congregation. And we hope we could continue a little longer. Thank you. With the representative, Ms. Karen Giles from DV, please come forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Karen. And I know she was sorry the minute she gave me her cell phone number. Because I kept calling. And she's the best person to work with. As a matter of fact, she said, oh, when I heard your voice, I knew you were a nice person. So that's me, all right? And so what I'm going to do now is going to really surprise her. Because I'm going to do this. On behalf of St. John, our friends. Oh. Oh.
Couldn't do this without the staff. They really helped me. We were running a little late today, but I couldn't do it without them. And thank you all very much.
Okay, so Karen did her acknowledgments. I was glad I wasn't here to hear it because, you know, she talked a little too much, although she says it's time for us to leave. But friends, family, thank you all so much for this outpouring of love to the stalwarts, to the honorees, to St. John Church. We, like she said, we could not have done it without you. Look at this room this evening. Or this, what time it is? Minutes of 5. Okay? Thank you all. Thank you for your support. Those who purchase ads. Look at our booklet. Look at our booklet. I ain't hear nothing. What happened? All right. There you go. There you go. And if it had not been for you all, we could not have done it. Again, thank you. Father Francis will now give the benediction. And you give the benediction, no? Something like that.
Before I do the benediction, I want to comment on something that I should have said earlier. And that is, during the address, the main or feature, what have you, I don't know if you all were listening. I think that man lost his calling. And I apologize for saying that man. No offense meant at all, at all. He should have gone to seminary and not to law school. If there's anyone here from St. Kitts Nevis, you would know what I'm going to say now. There was a brilliant and extremely brilliant lawyer, one of the most brilliant in the Caribbean, from St. Kitts. And he wanted to do law, but theology. And there's a story told about it, which is a true story. He himself told me about that he was on the seashore throwing up a coin and saying, heads, theology, tails, law. And every time it came on theology. But he still went and he studied law. But he did a year of theology. How many of you know the name Limor? Yeah. Limor. One of the most brilliant lawyers in the entire Caribbean. And I'm not going to politics. But, Judge, I think there's still a lot of time for you to change course. And there was some politician here in the Virgin Islands who talked about change course. I think I could say that to you without supporting any politician. And as my wife said, and you all heard what I said earlier about wife, as my wife said, you can share it. And when I become the bishop of this diocese, I will be happy to lay hands on you. By the way, let me be extremely honest. Cynthia, you know that's not possible. See it on the green, that's not possible. And it's because you're beside Gloria. That is absolutely not possible. I am too obstinate to become any bishop, not me. Right. Too outspoken. Too what? Oh my goodness gracious. I will not repeat what you just said. All right. Thank you all on behalf of everybody else who thanked you before, Monique and Monica especially. It has been a great pleasure serving the congregation of St. John. I've thoroughly enjoyed serving with you all and serving you. And if it is possible, I would love to serve you all until the end of this year. Let me take the mic to my senior warden. If you all didn't believe me, I could take the what? If you all see Monique's face, see? I will take the mic to my senior warden, and she would tell you, what would you say, Gloria? You give permission for further? She said until the end of the year. Oh! I'm going to tell you one thing, though. I am controlled by my very first bishop. Who is that bishop? All right. I know that some of you, not most of you, some of you are ready to go. And I did say earlier that I am long-winded, but I'll end it here. This woman... The lady here in blue is shaking her head and she said, yes, you come, let's go. So, this morning, I did indicate to the congregation that I have a number of announcements that I want to make. And so, wife, did you walk with the sheet? How could you do that? Goodness gracious. Don't blame me. The bishop didn't walk with the sheet, with the information. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. All right. Now, the blessing, the benediction with the blessing that I'm going to give is one that, as clerics, we normally sometimes use at funerals. But it is not limited to funerals. It is one that brings comfort and assurance, and one that indicates to us that God is with us and will continue to be with us. As St. John has celebrated 263 years, God has been faithful over the years, and he has brought peace and comfort, and he has given you hope. God will continue to give you hope as you face, as a would have been budding cleric, he gone already, said for the next 263 years. I'm going to ask you now to bow your heads for the benediction and blessing. The peace of God which passes all understanding, keep your hearts and minds in the knowledge of God and of his Son, Jesus Christ. And now may the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be upon you and remain with you always. Amen. Get home safely all. Please take your time as you drive back. No rush. Is home you're going. No drive far. And you don't even have to leave now unless the people say that we have to clear out the place. Go use up the drink. One whole lot of drinks outside there. Use them up. Give your the little $1 and $2 and so on. And if you actually have to leave, please leave your donation. You have to take the drink. Leave your donation. Bless your dear hearts.